buyers in Edmonton are still making some pretty silly mistakes. And in some cases, it's costing them thousands of dollars. And in other cases, it's losing them the house that they actually love. And the crazy part is it's completely avoidable. So I don't know why people keep doing it. If you're in the Edmonton area right now, the market isn't crashing, but it's not doing as well as we've had it in previous years. Right now, we're seeing a very split market across the Edmonton area. We still see a lot of demand in really highly sought out neighborhoods. And depending on your price point, inventory can feel a little low. And really high quality homes that are priced well are still seeing some multiple offers. So across the board, whether you are a buyer or a seller in today's market in Edmonton, strategy matters more than ever. So here are 3 avoidable mistakes that I have seen buyers making in today's market. There's a lot of talk about the housing market crashing across Canada, and a lot of people are saying, I'm going to wait to buy until the market crashes. Unfortunately, for those people who are waiting, Edmonton does not have a history of doing major crashes. We usually creep up a little bit, then go down a little bit, then level out. We never see these massive crashes, and we also don't see huge explosions in our prices. Overall, the Edmonton market moves a lot slower, it's a lot more stable than Toronto and Vancouver, and we see a lot less dramatic swings in our inventory and pricing. I would say homebuyers in Edmonton are more affected by affordability when it comes to rate increases or decreases, which makes your monthly payments change quite significantly depending on the increase or decrease. I always tell buyers that you don't win by timing the market right, you win by being smart and strategic in the market that you decide to buy in. Now, as I mentioned before, the market is slowing a little bit, leading more into a stable, balanced market. But we still do see some multiple offers across the city, depending on price point and quality of the home. I think these multiple offers are really being driven by emotional buying rather than strategic buying. And look, I am a huge fan of falling in love with a house and absolutely doing everything that it takes to get that house. But even in a multiple offer situation, especially in a balanced market, there still is a strategy that you can use to spend the least amount possible but still win that multiple offer situation. Multiple offer situations are mostly happening with houses that are priced slightly below market value and houses that are completely move-in ready. Multiple offer situations doesn't just put you in a position where you only have to win the house. You still do want to be strategic so you can win the overall deal. Because at the end of the day, it isn't just to get that house, it's to get that house on your terms and with terms that are going to work for your family for years to come, just in case something does happen. Because let's be honest, it would feel pretty bad if you win this house that you love and then for some reason something does happen in the future and you feel as though you shouldn't have purchased that house. I would far rather see a client lose the house than feel stressed about owning their dream house. Because in my opinion, financial freedom is worth more than just having a big house, especially when there are so many other houses on the market. And the third mistake, which is probably where people lose most of their money in the years to come, is when people fall in love with a house that's in a completely wrong neighborhood for them. It is so important to find a house in a place that makes you feel comfortable and where you love to live. If you don't feel as though this neighborhood is going to give you safety, happiness, etc., you will most likely want to sell this house in a few years. And I see this happen a lot, and I get calls from people looking to sell their house in a neighborhood that they're just not happy in. And the majority of the times, this is completely avoidable upon first purchase. We've all done it, been scrolling on realtor.ca and find the absolute most beautiful house for an incredible price, and you're wondering, why is this priced the way it is? Usually what that means is that the neighborhood is just a little less desirable than the same house in a better neighborhood. And statistically speaking, these better neighborhoods, they appreciate better, they hold their value a lot better than what you would expect on the cheaper house in the less desirable neighborhood. So what I see a lot happening is buyers just go and say, I want to buy this house, and they don't really care about the neighborhood that they're in. And then in 2 to 3 years, they decide that they want to leave this neighborhood because maybe it's too congested for them, maybe it doesn't make them feel safe, or maybe their kids don't have a good school to go to. And then they end up in a position where they feel trapped in this neighborhood, or they feel as though their house hasn't appreciated enough to make it worth it for them to sell and move. Or in the worst case scenarios, they can't sell and move because they're not going to make enough money from it. Finding the house that works for you in an A+ neighborhood that ticks all your boxes should be your #1 priority, not just finding the best house on MLS and then going and buying it because you love the house so much. As we navigate this new, more balanced market in Edmonton, it's not something that you should fear is just not something that you should guess your way through. Strategy really matters, and this is where you should be talking with your realtor about what you're looking for and what your future plans are so that they can help you build an overall strategy to make the entire process a success for you. So if you are looking to start your home buying journey in 2026, I would love to be that realtor that can sit down with you and start building a plan that works for not just you, but your family and your future. So if you are one of those buyers that want to build a plan so that you can be successful no matter what market you're looking to buy in, feel free to reach out to me. All my contact information is going to be in my description. And if you're not ready to reach out just yet, but you do want to hear from a realtor with maybe a different take on real estate, feel free to like and subscribe and come back for my next video. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day.